Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at a scenario where Israel made an empire. So a bit of a more controversial country, and some people are not going to like this, but you know what, I was getting some comments about it, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. As Israel is going to be making an empire, and of course the first country they're going to war with is Palestine. Israel quickly begins to send in their military, and overall the Israeli military might is going to dwarf that of Palestine. With that, the entire country of Palestine surrenders. A good amount of the world frowns upon this, but overall Israel's allowed to do it under the assumption of some rebel groups, blah blah blah, Israel making stuff up, although it might actually happen. So yeah, Israel is now whole, and now Israel wants to get bigger. How are they going to do this? Well, they're going to be declaring war on Lebanon. Not a particularly powerful country. Israel's just going to storm up their troops. And, well, there goes Lebanon. Not, as I said, not the largest of power grabs, as Lebanon is not the most powerful of countries. But hey, Israel's still expanding, and their influence has already grown a good amount. From there, they go ahead and declare war on Jordan, and Israeli troops quickly begin to push along the border. Actually, no, not there, because of the Jordan River, more here in the south. Israel focuses their effort in 2 points. One in southern Jordan, and one to cut the country into two. Both of these attacks go successfully. And, I mean, here we're just going to see Jordan, yeah. Well, a lot of Jordan just fell. And the rest of it is falling as we speak. Honestly, Jordan is not the weakest of countries, but Israel, I mean, they're not the strongest, but they're getting stronger, and they are already a decently strong country in real life, so they're going to be winning this war. With the fall of Jordan, though, a lot of the Middle East is going to go ahead and say no Israel and form up a new alliance. Also, all alliances were disbanded at the beginning of this video, so this is a new alliance. Kind of the Gulf Defense Pact. And it is just between Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, and Oman, against, well, mainly Israel, but Iran too, if they ever want to go to war. So yeah, technically it's general, but everybody knows that it's mainly against Israel. From there, they go ahead and send up some peacekeeping forces into Syria. Apparently that's the excuse everybody uses to invade Syria nowadays in all of my Empire videos, and Israel is going to begin to storm in. There are a lot of international troops in Syria, some Russians, some Turks, etc., etc. So things are gonna happen here, but you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and ignore that, as Israel's making an empire and they're gonna have to take over Syria. From there, they're gonna do something that may benefit them, but may actually make their country weaker, although it'll make them larger, so it'll most likely just benefit. And that is to annex Syria. So yeah, Israel is now a considerable power here in the Middle East. And, well, where are they going to go from now? They're going to go ahead and annex Cyprus. Although there isn't really much they can do, as there are multiple new alliances forming up between Iraq, Iran, and Armenia. And another one to their north between Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. So yeah, these are pretty much putting a stop to any Israeli plans of expansion. Although, I mean, let's take a look at this. All of this is protected by alliances. The Turkish one, yeah, they can probably kill it eventually. But Egypt's got nothing. So Israel's gonna invade Egypt, quickly push up to the Suez. And now it's just looking like, well, a little blast of the past, huh? Except this time Israel's not just going to give up and give it back to Egypt. They're going to make another landing in the north, meeting up with it and pushing past the Suez. With this, Egypt begins to panic as they saw Israel as a possible threat, although they didn't expect them to get past the Suez. With that, Israel begins to push down the coastline, and Alexandria is captured. Cairo is being threatened, and Egypt did not see this coming at all. They thought Israel would just back them into a corner here at the Suez, but Israel managed to push past that, and now Egypt's beginning to fall with the fall of Cairo. This may not look like it, but this is a good amount of Egypt's important land already gone. And this may already be enough to cause Egypt's complete surrender. To ensure that, though, Israel captures the rest of the northern coast, continues to push down the Suez and the Egyptian coastline. So yeah, Egypt just fell. Well, the world saw that, and a new African alliance is made to stop Israel from pushing in anymore. A bit late, but pretty much all of these North African countries are teaming up. Just in an effort to stop Israeli expansion. And yeah, Israel is just going to be annexing a good portion of Egypt here. And a good portion of the important land as well. Not just a bunch of random desert. So yeah, Israel here. Making themselves a very powerful country. Militarily, massive. Economically, pretty good. Where are they going to go from there? Well, I mentioned all the alliances on their border. And they're going to be going to war with one of them, aka Turkey's. The rest of these are going to be more difficult as Iran's alliance is expanding, and Saudi Arabia's is too, with some of the African countries, aka Sudan and Eritrea, joining in, making it not just be a Gulf pact anymore. But Turkey still only consisted of Azerbaijan and Georgia as well, and with all this new power from Egypt flooding in, they're going to go ahead and go to war. From there, this would probably spark a whole Middle Eastern war with Iran joining red, Saudi Arabia blue, Greece red, Armenia red, like Oman blue. Well, the point is, this would most likely spark a Middle Eastern war, but this is Israel's empire. Not what if the Middle East went to war, but Israel was larger. So we're just going to be having this be the fight. Nobody else is allowed to join unless they're joining in the help of Israel. With that, Israeli troops begin to push out from Syria, although their main push is along the Turkic coast. This is going incredibly well, as well, the Turks also underestimated them, and after the fall of Egypt, Israel was now recognized as a minor global power, and this is only expanding as Turkey, who is seen as a semi-world power, not superpower, not even close, but a semi-power. Yeah, they're getting their it's not looking great for you there, Turkey. The Turkish military does arrive around the capital and begin to push back, along with the Azerbaijanis and Georgians, but overall Israel is making good progress here. And we actually see that country, that rule I put into place, nobody unless they're helping Israel. Yeah, Greece wants to get in on this. Greece wants to kill Turkey, and why not get yourself a powerful ally in the process? Turkey. This just got a whole lot worse for you, as now Greece is pushing and has captured Istanbul. Oh, Turkey. Well, now facing a two-front war and having lost probably their most important city. The capital is actually Ankara, but I'd still say that their most important city is Istanbul. They've just lost control of the Bosporus Strait, and with Greek troops flooding to the north and Israeli troops flooding into the south, Turkey is going to be forced to surrender here for the sake of themselves and their allies. Wow, Israel, you just took down Turkey, and that is going to be massive for you. You're going to be taking a lot of southern Turkey, along with a good portion of eastern Turkey. Yeah, that's amazing for you. You also have an ally in Greece now who took a lot of northern Turkey. And as for what's left, well, it's not looking great. Azerbaijan and Georgia see zero repercussions, except for some war reparations. But yeah, Turkey itself is just gone now. Bye Turkey. Goodbye, global leader Turkey. Hello, probably just a puppet of Israel Turkey. Although they did surrender, not capitulate, so that'll probably allow them to stay as independent. With this though, Israel only has one place, well, they actually have two places to expand, But as I said, the Saudi Arabian and African alliances have joined together, giving them by far the most powerful alliance. It's looking something like this. Obviously, this was the previous one, which maybe Israel could beat that now. But then they joined, and so did all them. And them. Yeah, Israel, you're strong, but you're not this strong. So yeah, with the conjoinment of the North African and Arabian alliances, there is no way that they can defeat them. Somebody we can defeat: Iraq, Iran, Armenia, Yemen, and Yemen. So yeah, they're of course going to call Greece in on this one. They're their ally and they're staying on their side. And, Israel's beginning to push into Iraq. They've already captured Baghdad and are pushing down the Tigris. They're pushing into northern Iran and have already capitulated all of Armenia. From there, they actually go ahead and make an alliance with Azerbaijan, who they actually just fought a war with. So good for them, good for them. Well, that's also terrible for Iran, as now they have better supply in the north, and yeah, it's looking bad for anyone who is in Israel here. We see Iran being beaten back and beaten back and beaten back until they're cut off from Iraq, whose armies are encircled and absolutely destroyed. Israel goes for some maybe Iranian oil fields. And now Iran is just falling. Their capital is captured, and the country begins to fall into a revolt. Not a full-on revolution, just more supply for the red team and less popular support for the Iranian government here. That's a good way of putting it. Well, a lot of Iran, who was hiding out in their mountains, was just encircled. And at this point, honestly, Iran stands no chance. They're going to be going ahead and not surrendering, but once again capitulating. Which basically means they can no longer sustain themselves as a country, and now they're just Israel's. So yeah, there goes a majority of Iraq and Iran to this new Israeli empire. With that though, Israel has completed their main task, which was to cement themselves as the #1 superpower of the Middle East. And honestly, from here, they might even be able to threaten this new Arabian and North African alliance. But just for this video, we're not going to be having them go to war, as that would be an incredibly difficult war, which I don't even think Israel could win. Maybe, if you count in their allies, if you count in the USA, would probably even be supplying them still after all of this. They might be able to defeat the new Arab, I don't want to call it the Arab League, the Arab Protective Alliance, sure. The RPA. No, the APA, there we go, APA, the Arab Protection Alliance. APA, that's a good name right there, yep. Going with that. Well, that's just, yeah, Iran is gone, Turkey's gone, Saudi Arabia is still there, but Saudi Arabia is not strong enough to pose a threat. Israel now has a massive empire with not full, but a lot of control over the Middle East, influence even stretching into Europe and Africa. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.